Hey, I'm and Brick, and welcome to another edition of the weekly vlog. Now with more shame. The crowd's going wild. What? Yeah, so the time is here. I got a box. I got the box. I has a box. Hashtag it. This is a order from, or was sent on October 14th, 2014. I think it's from Foos Bricks. I'm not certain. I'm gonna have to go in and find basically the old BrickLink file that I downloaded that contains the information for this. My system that I had back then for doing stuff, it left one wanting. And right now it definitely leaves me wanting. I don't know what's in here. I want to get what's mine, what I actually ordered for it out, if I remember what I ordered or why I ordered. But primarily, I want to. I want to have it organized. I want to be rid of it. I want to get it done with. But I will show you. All right, there's one poppy bag. There you go. Some tires for some reason. Parts to boats. New. Some wedge plates. Some curved plates. More wedge plates. I don't know why. Another poppy thing. Like 500 of that element. Like 500 of that element. Like I said, this is from 2014, so things have changed in the store since then. I probably don't need any of those anymore. I know I should have opened the package when it came in, but this is the shame series. This is a part of the weekly vlog. So here you go. I must have gone absolutely crazy in the wedge plate aisle for some reason. Wedge plate aisle, wedge plate category. Now there are some rarish windscreens in there. There are a bunch of random pieces in there. Like here's a whole bunch of flat silver flex axles. Why do I have them? I don't know. Or soft axles, excuse me. Not flex axles. Flex axles are much older. Why do I have? I don't know. Why did I order them? I don't know. Just a bunch of randomos. This is all the slopes. So watch the store this week. Oh look. Alright, there's a CMF piece in there. Look at that. There is something of good in here. And I'll look through it. And the stuff that, if I can remember why the heck I ordered it, I will keep it out of the store. If I can't, it'll go in the store. To a number of people's happy surprise, I forgot, because there was so many of them, forgot what I was keeping to the side in the store versus what was active in the store for sale. And by that meaning, I had a lot of stuff that I had in my personal stash put into, if you're familiar with BrickLink and the backside of BrickLink, not the backside, not the butt of BrickLink, the back end of BrickLink, how stockrooms work. And you have the ability to do stockroom A, B, or C. And I had a lot of personal stuff put into stockroom B. Well, when I closed the store to move, instead of closing the store, I just put everything into the stockroom. And the reason for that is because a couple years ago when BrickLink rolled out their changes, there was a certain analytic formula that they had touched on, not actually let us know what the hell it was, but just touched on it, that said that if you close your store, basically that affects you. So my store had been open for 2-something years. If there was waiting involved, which helped me get front page access just on per chance, or reference access on per chance, I didn't want to blow losing that 2 years of basically like time in service. So I put everything into Stockroom A. Well, after I had hit the button, I realized, oh crap, what about all of those things that I was holding for myself or putting in long-term, limbo? Well, there's like 200 or 300 lots that are out there now that I'm not going to go look for and put back into the store or put back into the stockroom. It's out there for sale. If I come across it or something like that, I might, but I'm not going to. It's just there's too much work, and there was too much work involved with the whole, importing it from BrickLink into Brickstock, making modifications into Brickstock, uploading it again into BrickLink, and also having to make manually changes to 9,600 lots in the BrickLink inventory was just incredibly beeping painful. It just, the BrickLink backend is not made for a store with almost 10,000 unique lots. It might be made for 1 million bricks, but it's not made for 10,000 lots, and that's because the way that their database is set up, and it's old, and it's not old, but the way that it was written is old. There's a lot of changes that need to be made with BrickLink for it to become modern. I'm really looking forward to the seller tools that they're supposed to be rolling out this year, but I don't know anything about them. I don't have time to track the forum to find out about these things. As a seller, it would be wonderful for me to actually get an email from the people who I do business with before they make a change, letting me know that there's going to be a change. But that's just, common standard business practices working with vendors and partners. It doesn't necessarily have to be followed, even though it's pretty much the industry standard. Anyways, I do digress. I don't want to get too much. Look, there's a lot of freaking drama going on in the YouTube community right now, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to touch on it. I don't want to deal with it. It's not about me. Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Like sands through the hourglass. Exactly. More YouTube drama in the LEGO community where there doesn't need to be. You just can't bully people, man. You can't tell people not to do something. Create your own destiny when you do that stuff. I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. When you create your own drama, this is what people do. I have a lot of respect for all of the past managers of the Saturday stream. There's been some wonderful people involved. There still are some wonderful people involved. Speaking of that, another hashtag that everybody should start using is MSSGA, which is Make Saturday Stream Great Again. It is a movement, state of mind. It is a thing that is saying, I give a crap about this. This is more important than my own channel. This is more important than other things. Saturday Stream is the unifier. It is the glue that holds the community. At least it used to be the glue that held the community together. That brought everybody together. And I'm very, very, very happy to hear and be speaking with Hoosier about it. And he wants to do it again. He wants to bring back. I can't tell you about that, but it's big. He wants to make sure that there's a big T-fall influence in the Saturday stream, because for a while they're stopped doing that. And I've told him as well, like, I will see, I'm going to keep doing the get your mock on as long as he wants me to, because that was a large draw for the T-fall community. I am a friend, at least I think I'm friends, or thought I was friends. I don't know. It's hard for me to judge. I'm not good at judging whether or not people actually like me. I'm not good at judging emotions. I can't read them. I never have. I never will be able to. It's just something with me. It's the way my brain works. Um, and not getting an invite for a really long time makes me wonder. It makes me feel pretty crappy. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that. I'm hoping that everything is good and hunky-dory and this blows over. I feel for the people involved. I guess to be 100% honest with you, sometimes just not saying anything is the best thing to do. On better notes, I guess not really better notes because I definitely have a flippin' rant associated with this one. All right, so here's the actual rant, and I apologize if anybody took anything I said with ill will or malice or anything like that. It's not intended as that. It's a guidance thing. It's like, hey, this is the way I see it. Do what the F you want. Just this is the way that I see it, and this is what's being reported to me. Because for very odd reasons, I get a lot of people that come to me and contact me about different things in the LEGO community. It feels good to be involved. I like to be involved, but I never know why they're contacting me. Anyways, Lucas Bricks and Big Sue. Big Sue who? Big Sue Bricks are back and bringing you. Hold on, I gotta have a little bit of coffee after that. Bringing you the LEGO Trivia Showdown every Friday. I believe it's at 8 p.m. every Friday. I thought it was at 9 p.m. It was at 8 p.m. I missed the first one. I wish I hadn't. I think this is going to be a great thing. Well, my namesake is up in competition against Cool Kid Bricks on the 5th. And instead of repeating and having a spot in the second LEGO Trivia Showdown, I felt it was best that I try to give my position, my place, to someone who is going to win it for me. Let's be honest. My namesake is out there. I want the best person for it. I want the most knowledgeable person that I know in the LEGO community representing me. So I contacted the hosts, I contacted my opponent, and I proposed my question to them. Can I give my seat, my spot, to someone else in the community that has not been included in the LEGO Trivia Showdown in the last time, and who is also incredibly knowledgeable about LEGO? And they all agreed that that would be cool, that they would be okay with that. And we talked about a lot of things associated with that and how it would affect the show and other things. And they all agreed it was a good thing. You know, having representation from all aspects of the LEGO community is important. If we're going to be a community, you cannot just say that you're going to be a community and not actually be a community. So, I got myself a ringer. I got me Minifig Collector. Minifig Collector knows more about the history of LEGO as far as the themes, the sets coming out, the names of the damn minifigures than anybody I know. So I asked him. I went up. I contacted Robbie and I just said, "Hey, dude, could you do this for me?" We had some stuff going on. It was going to be a little conflicting. Got my hair donation right around there, and I'm really trying to drum up support for St. Baldrick's Society or St. Baldrick's Foundation through my fundraising. So I didn't have as much time to put into the LEGO Trivia Showdown as I wanted to. And Robbie agreed that he would represent and he would be there for me and he would cover for me. And I appreciate that. As a friend, Robbie, I thank you sincerely that you'll do that for me. The problem that I have is that I was sent some screenshots of the chat from, and I'm not going to name the name. I'm not going to name the stream it was on or anything like that. I was sent some screenshots from a stream where there was an individual, an adult, who was being just downright rude concerning my decision to give my seat to someone else. Not that they... I'm going to just put it to you this way. My man Robbie has stutters. And he knows he has stutters. And he can get past the stutter when he has it in him. And he's good. He's really good. He's a great guy. And this rude-ass person, who I will not also name, but y'all know who I'm talking about if you were there or you heard about it, started talking about how the show was going to be terrible, how it was going to be crap, how he wasn't even going to be able to answer a question in the time allotted. When he was in the chat with them. When Robbie was in the actual chat watching the live stream with them. This individual decided to be a complete, troglodyte. And talk poorly about him. And not just about him, but also about other things related to that. And that just has no class. You have zero class when you do that. I don't care what your issue is. You don't do that to someone. They're standing right next to you, and you're talking shit about them to their face while looking over their head talking to somebody else. How is that not the rudest effing thing in the world? And how the hell does the LEGO community actually not call out this person? Alright? I wasn't invited to the stream, so I just took the hint. Didn't watch. But the screenshots were just, it was appalling. I was embarrassed for my representative. I was embarrassed for the community. And when I then heard other people defending this individual, it made me sick to my stomach. So there you go. That's my actual rant that I wanted to touch upon during this video. All the drama, that's, for the most part, I think it's in people's heads. But this was actual trash talking on a stream with the other individual there, and this was an adult talking about a person with needs, and it's just wrong. It's dead wrong. I don't care how much free Lego they give you. When somebody starts talking shit about a person with needs, essentially to their face, and nobody else says something to that person, and then people defend that person, it's disgusting. Alright? It's absolutely disgusting. If you want to say those things about people, go to some website that does that stuff. Go to the dark part of the web. Okay? Do not come to the community that we love and start saying really, really shady stuff about somebody. Alright? Especially not somebody as sweet as Robbie. He's the nicest guy out there. You know? He has never said an ill word about anyone. When you have people in our community that are adults that are begging for Lego, basically it's a bad influence. It makes the kids think that it's okay if they do that. Have a frickin' smidgen of class. Alright. Sorry, video's running long. I got way off topic. I digressed. My tangent game is strong. Jesus. I'm sorry. The classless people need to go back in the closet. Need to go under their rock and just STFU. You know what? It ain't It ain't the place for it. It's not. Sorry, this wasn't a joyful video and I had a rant in there, and it was an actual rant, not a stupid drama type of rant. Go Robbie, go. Sorry, just what the beep are people thinking? God, this is ridiculous. Alright, so yeah, I take some things to heart, and some things mean a lot to me. And respect for another human being is one of them. And I can't tolerate when people are complete and utter douchebags to others. I think it's ridiculous, and I think, to be perfectly honest with you, people are actually missing, in my mind, the crime that was committed. So, enough on that. We can talk about better things. This week, kids and I are building Disney Castle. Totally been waiting for that for forever. Looking forward to it a lot. I will be hosting the Saturday stream once again on the 12th. And we will be having, of course, Get Your Mock On, which means prepare yourself for showing off your works. I'm not going to tell you what the building challenge is going to be for the live. Well, you can do it on the show. I'm not going to tell you what the week-long building challenge is going to be. You're going to have to wait on that. Is there going to be prizes? Come on now. It's me. Okay, you're going to have prizes. There'll be giveaways. There'll be pocket-filling extravaganzas. I'm really sorry if you feel as though it is okay for an adult to make fun of a person with needs in the chat of the flagship live stream of the LEGO community. I think it's absolutely positively disgusting. I think that the people that partook with that conversation as well may feel as though they had done some wrong, and all you need to do is make an apology to the person who you were talking to and talking about. That's the least you could do. But on better things, I'm trying to cure cancer by cutting my hair off. I will be doing a live stream on the 12th, before I host the Saturday stream, in between my lug meeting with Penlug, where I will be working with an existing St. Baldrick's Society or St. Baldrick's Foundation fund or drive. St. Baldrick's Foundation is the #1 giver of funds to researchers who are researching how to cure childhood cancers. Childhood cancer is the #1 killer, #1 disease killer of children in North America. And I always grow my hair out to turn into wigs for kids, and I was doing a little research on a video and saw that this was also a possibility for me, that I could essentially have a double-edged sword, and I would be able to cut my hair off in order to make a wig and donate it to Wigs for Kids, which, by the way, they provide 100% free wigs to children who have cancer, and also I saw that St. Baldrick's does these fundraisers, these drives for people that are willing to cut their hair. So since I'm willing to shave my head live on YouTube, make a fool of myself to some of you, whatever, I don't care. I'm asking, begging, pleading with people to visit the link down below. Not my store. Don't ask you to go to my store. I ask you to go to the link down below. Not asking you to like, not asking you to subscribe, not asking you to do any of that stuff. I'm asking you to help kids live. Cancer's a thing in my family. Luckily, luckily we haven't lost anyone who's a child. But the generation above me, 3 out of 4 died of cancer, and we recently had a close call with the 4th. It's a pretty serious topic with me. You know, I've known since age 17 that I was probably going to die of cancer one day, no matter what I did. And that probably shaped me a little bit. But anyways, this is all going away. Be a good human being, people. Be a good human being. Come on. We enjoy playing with kids' toys. The least we can do is have the slightest amount of decency when you're dealing with people. Remembering that we're all good human beings and all good people, and basically just remind yourself of that. I've been told by a lot of people to really just publicize the crap out of the hair cutting and the scalping, and to get a hashtag. If you guys want to help me with that, I would appreciate it. I'm not really good with asking for things. I'm actually really poor at asking for things. It comes out poorly. I don't know how to do it that well, and I don't want to beg you. I know of a number of people that have already said, I get a little teary. I know of a couple of people that have already said that they're going to be putting the proceeds from this or the proceeds of that towards it, and to have people basically pay forward on it, and I appreciate the support for that. I'd like to raise $1,000 towards the cure for childhood cancer, and after a week I'm sitting at $20, and I don't want to feed the kitty myself. Alright, I don't want to have to edit the crap out of another video. Anyways, sorry this vlog was not quite as LEGO related as most. It's been a hell of a weekend. Alright, that's it. That's all. I'm Brick. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention,
Go, Lobby, go!